I think parents often find it very difficult to talk about sex with children, and in some way it's curious because it's a very fundamentally important subject, like electricity, like learning to drive. You would not send your child out into the world without some warning about that. And yet, at another level, it's not a bit surprising to me that parents would find it difficult. I think we've had very poor experience of this subject being talked about when we were growing up.
I think parents find it really difficult to talk to their children about sex because it is such a radically different kind of conversation to any other conversation they have with them. And they don't have the vocabulary for it, they don't have the language for it, they don't even know what to call things or how to speak about it. So while it's quite easy to say to your kid, how's life, how's school, how are your friends, you're not going to turn around to your child and say, how's your sex life? It is really very difficult because it's really very different. Nobody has ever taught them how to do it because their own parents struggled with the same issue in their time.
Also, they're afraid perhaps that if they talk about it, it may encourage teenagers and children to experiment more, to act out their sexuality, to try things out. I think actually the opposite is true. I think that when things are not talked about, people are anxious, they're preoccupied with these issues, and they get expressed often in very underground or underhand ways. People do things that are impulsive or shameful or just not very wise. But when you know about something and you're able to talk about it, you feel kind of an ownership on the subject, and you can actually be more likely to act responsibly around that subject.